strong uptick in the LIC stock, and if you can see, if we pull up the last 1 month of the LIC, we can see it's gain about 17%, and 12 months it's up 75%. It's crossed the 1,000 rupees mark. Now, Gaurang, I'll come to you on LIC. Do you think there's more upside to the stock left, or based on the fundamentals, of course, or has the rally, we've seen the best of it?
Back, as I was pointing out. Gaurang as well as Rajesh, thanks so much as always for taking the time, and good morning to the both of you. Let's jump straight into the questions, and we've got a lot that have already started pouring in. The first one that we're taking today is from Mohit, and he's writing in from Ludhiana. He's asking about Trident, which he has bought at a very low price. When it was, of course, a penny stock. It has gained since that point, and it's currently trading at 45 or thereabouts. He's bought at levels of 3.9. His outlook is slightly longer. I am going to go to Rajesh, you on the technicals though. How does it look on the charts on the longer term time frames?
Good morning. Looking at the near-term, short-term structure, stock is looking positive. On the long-term chart, yes, on the monthly chart also, we have seen a breakout in the previous month, and stock is now consolidating post that breakout. So looking at the short to medium-term perspective, he can hold it, but for long-term perspective also, he can hold the position as there is a strength on the monthly chart. And looking at the breakout, we believe that till the stock is holding above 40 level, possibly again stock may exhibit some amount of rally towards 58 to 65, but it may take time. It's a slow mover stock. Stock has given a breakout of long consolidation, so maybe in a couple of months we can see a target towards 60. Keep your stop loss at 40 to hold position.
All right, understood. Next up, we have a question on SJVN. This one's from Visu. It's written to us on YouTube. Rajesh, from a technical standpoint, do you think there's more upside into the stock, or should one book maybe half the profits and keep holding on to the rest of it?
So very strong rally we have seen in most of the PSU bank. If you talk about Union Bank, stock is in process of forming a rounding bottom kind of formation on a longer term chart. Looking at the longer term time frame, yes, he can hold the position as overall structure is turning on the bullish side for long term structure also. Even on the short term time frame also, there was a corrective move since last couple of weeks, but still the stock is holding the ground on the near term chart, and stock is comfortably holding above 50-day, 100-day moving average. That clearly shows that, yes, we may again see a buying interest to continue in the stock, and possibly Union Bank can move further higher. So we expect that, till the stock is holding above 130 level, possible target on the higher side we can see towards 165 to 170 in short period of time. So hold is the recommendation at this moment for Union Bank.
Got it. Gaurang, coming back to you, Natco Pharma is the name of the counter, and we've got a question coming from Babu. He's been holding since IPO, and he's wondering whether to keep holding. The stock is, of course, up and about in trade today as well. It's up about 4.5%. And he's asking about whether or not he should average or add more at the current levels. He's currently holding, but he's not told us what level he is holding at, and he's in it for the long term. So I will ask Rajesh on the chart, is this an opportune moment based on the price action to enter, or do you think you should wait for a little longer?
So since last couple of weeks, some supply pressure is taking place in the stock. Now in this process, stock is now almost trading near to its 50-day moving average. So if it slips below to 570 mark, then possibly we can see further lower level towards 535 also, as near-term trend is on the slightly on the bearish side. So I think he should wait for another 1 or 2 trading session. If it breaks below 570, I think then possibly 535 would be the level where he can try to buy or average some of the quantity in the decline. If at all the stocks not breaks below 570, some pullback we can see towards 600, 610. That's the major challenging level at this moment for near-term setup. Until the stock not crosses above 610, it may remain in consolidation for some time. So I think wait for dip towards 540, 535 to add further position in the decline one.
All right, so those are the levels to watch out for in Sula if you want to add more of it. Now we'll slip into a short break, but after the break we'll take more of your questions. So stay tuned.
Understand that even from your perspective, it's a little challenging considering that it's not a stock that is very that sees high volumes at all.
Yeah, very thinly traded counter, and those who are looking to invest for a longer term perspective, they only generally participate in these kind of stock when market gives you opportunity in volatile market, like if you get any kind of significant dip or corrective move, then it's a stock again to keep in their long term portfolio. Because across all time frame, stock is moving in showing the strength, and I think buy on dip should be your always a strategy in these kind of stock. On looking at the near term short term structure, 1,44,000 is the immediate support area on the near term perspective. So if you get any opportunity around those levels for near term trading perspective, you can buy around those levels. And again, trend is likely to continue further higher, and we can see further more higher level as overall structure is still in the bullish trajectory.
Right. Next up, we have a question from Devang, and they're talking about two counters, Rajesh. The first one is DCW, that they've bought at 61 levels. It's currently below that price. And the second one is KCP Sugar, that they bought at 43 levels, and that the current price is below that as well. What would you suggest they want to do with it? Any specific targets that they should look out for?
So DCW is in the corrective move. Stock is now trading near to its important and critical support area of 58. So that level needs to watch. If it's hold those levels, some pullback action we can see. On the higher side, 65, 66 is the immediate hurdle. So where one can look to book profits.
Understood. Sankara Kumar is writing from Chennai. He's asking about Endurance Technologies, which he's bought at levels of 1,786, and he's asking whether to.
But if you already invested at lower level, you can continue to hold this.
Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough time for another question, but I'll quickly take a view on the benchmark and where it's heading today. Rajesh, I know it's hard on a day when it's making new fresh highs, but what's the likelihood of ending at a fresh record today?
So Alex, Nifty manages to cross its call concentration area of 22,100. So if it's hold those levels, then possibly this really can extend. 22,300 is the possible target we can see in next coming trading session. So I think till Nifty is holding about 22,100, one should be on the buying side of the market. Even on the Bank Nifty also, 46,500, that's the important level on spot, and now comfortably Bank Nifty is also holding those ground. So I think these two levels are very important to continue this uptrend. If it's a hold 46,500, then possible target for Bank Nifty we can see towards 46,800 to 47,000 also. So both indices are looking bullish. Long built-up setup is there. So I think one can hold their long position. We see that this momentum can extend further in next couple of days also.
All right. Thank you so much, Rajesh and Gaurang, for joining in and for answering so many questions for us. And viewers, thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back tomorrow, same time at 11:30 a.m. But stay tuned, lots more coming up on NDTV Profit.